EG's turn to pick.
Could just be off lane Weaver with the aura dominating even more and support Clockwork.
When you have chilling touch as well, right? So
5 seconds remaining.
could do a number of things. Drow Ranger mid we see from time to time, so it's an option. And then you can have Weaver with an AA in a lane somewhere that does an inordinate amount of damage into a single target. And Evil Genius is, how do you respond to this? Disruptor not very good against aggressive lanes. He likes moving forward in the laning stage in team fights. He likes chasing people, but he does not like being chased. He wants to be able to set up a fight on his terms with his glimpses, his spells, stacks Storm in the field to hold people in, which can be reasonably good against Weaver in this game. But Spiritbreaker is kind of the same as well, it feels like. EG have a lot of very good aggressive heroes, but very few defensive ones, and they're going to double down on the offense as Broodmother comes out to try and deal with this Drow lineup. They don't have much wave clear, as we've kind of seen already.
The classic. This did not go too well this morning, though.
10
there
seconds
was a Drow strat. Brood was the counter pick, and the Broodmother got
5 seconds remaining.
That rider. Probably not going to see that here, but I mean, they had to kind of make that work, and it was a bit worrisome. And the Broodmother got insanely far ahead, but the key thing was they picked off that Broodmother. She got like, what, 8.5 minute deso, and then she got lassoed like 4 times in a row. And she never did anything. They couldn't get any more objectives. She just kept sitting mid, trying to prevent smoke ganks into their jungle, trying to keep that lane pressured all the time. But it wasn't enough to get the Roshan or really any other gold on the rest of their heroes. Broodmother couldn't get any picks because she just kept getting focused and killed. So we'll see if EG, with the assumed universe, Broodmother are going to be a little bit more successful. I like the CK ban too. Same idea as the PL we were talking about earlier.
I am actually wondering if it's going to be like Universe offlane puck, and then they put the Arteezy or the Sumail mid Broodmother. I don't know. There's options
I don't know.
Out there,
Has he ever played it?
I've literally just been looking back at EG's last like 20 drafts, and I can't see a single Brood at all. So I
assume it's Universe.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I'd assume that everyone like across the 3
it's
cores.
Radiant side too.
Radiant side offlane.
I don't think you'd want to play Radiant side mid Brood.
Yeah, I mean it's not awful. It just means that you have to push the wave, then fall back to those ancients, right?
Yeah.
Rather than playing aggressively into the other side of the map. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see exactly what happens with it. 5th pick time, though. What are you up to, Evil Geniuses? What is your plan to deal with this Drow Ranger?
Ember? Seems okay.
A lot of nuke damage. A lot of gap close as well. That's super good against all of these heroes, right? Phantom Assassin.
Oh, well, that's... you mean gap, nuke damage. There she blows. It's PA. Okay. They are going at MVP Dota with the epitome of MVP Dota. Phantom Assassin. The hero that turned them from mere Koreans into gods. God, they were so fun to watch.
Is this going to be one of those situations like we had with Arme and Burning, where EG, one of the players here, beats the Koreans with their hero, QO's hero, and then they drop their items on the ramp and they start, talking in all chat? Alchemist for QO is what's going to be picked up here.
Find the Brood, kill the spiders. That's the game plan.
So you're absolutely right. Universe is the Broodmother. PA is Arteezy's. For those of you just joining us, Kisei is Arteezy and Danger is Sumail. They've changed their names for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but it's what we have to deal with here. What else? Crit Spiritbreaker. It's the Fear Disruptor. So Crit's going to be moving around, causing havoc and making action happen. And you look at Immortals. Keeping this QO Alchemist alive is imperative, it feels like. Febby, again, a lot on his plate. But they've got the Forev Weaver to really deal a lot of damage into that safe lane. Maybe force rotations from the supports to stick up their intent instead of the aggressive nature of Spiritbreaker roaming around the map. And that's something that Drow Ranger lineups are pretty good at, drawing attention away from mid.
It's been a while since I've seen a strat with all 3 cores being ranged too. especially when the position 4 isn't ranged either. Somewhat interesting here. See if it works out for them. I mean, it's not a necessity. Obviously, you definitely lose a little bit of value in the hero, but it's not worth gimping your draft just to pick something ranged if you don't think it's going to work against what your opponents have. And now we play the dance. So, will Universe go and throw the web anywhere? He's going to try and be cheeky.
Do you do the old school...
Has he already done so?
Like the old school bait where you run up top lane, you place the web, and then you run to bot lane where you're actually going to lane?
Something like that.
That was always so fun to see. You could definitely tell though, Sumail, misses the chat wheel. Destroy the barracks, get back, be right back. All enemy heroes missing. Affirmative. He's sad that he doesn't have all of his little chat wheel things anymore. Time to petition
30
Valve.
seconds to battle.
Bring them back.
These early wards in the Dire too. They're spotting all of these movements, and they were all just literally standing mid on the side of Immortals saying, okay, we have early wards, we're going to spot exactly where they want to go on EG, and we're going to put our lanes accordingly. So we're going to try and get the Alchemist matched up against the Broodmother, and everything else, who cares? Standard stuff other than that, right? All that matters is Alch versus Brood, and it shall be the mid-MP Drow Ranger.
The battle begins.
It was a nice attempt by Sumail. Very nearly got the deny on the Observer Ward as he orbs and jaunts back towards the creeps to get this block off.
Sick block.
Very nice. Gets it done. So we've got the Drow and the Clockwork both setting up the mid lane, but that is not an open AI block. That is a just a normal bot block. Honestly, that's Frank bot or Harvey bot or whatever you want to call him. High ground now held by Sumail with his puck. Nice deny in from MP and Bebby there. Just taking the creeps out. Get the CS and the Pogs push back. Help as well. Sumail
the range creep.
Range creep. Yeah, exactly. So what is it? Sumail mid puck. This was Universe top lane in a 1v1 so far against the Alchemist, who with Acid Spray should actually do reasonably well against the Spiderlings, and with Dubu stacking and pulling, Universe probably has a pretty rough time here. But you know who else is having a rough time? It's Forev. Low HP, pushing forward. He does have a bit of extra damage, 6 bonus with the Drow Aura, but he's already burnt through the majority of his regen. No salve, 6 tangos, or maybe he just didn't bring a salve to him. He's just burning through a couple of tangos here and there.
Yeah, and it's going to take so long for him to come back up from that. Can't come anywhere close to the dagger. Although he's respecting it a bit much right now with the nerf range, but a bit worried of maybe potential sentries and stuff. There is vision all the way up to there from the one that's hidden in the tree line. Mid lane. Oh, and here comes our charge, and not even required. Wow.
I really thought he was going to charge mid. That's my bad.
Oh.
Ranger dropping low as well to Sumail. But yeah, Forev gets a
Oh, he will
down.
get the D ward. And there's no more here on oh, he instantly buys the fear. I think it's crit.
D-ward, the D-ward. How's Universe doing at top? Does have a couple of Spiderlings out, but it's level 2 Acid Spray, yeah. Gets thrown down by Kuros. That zones the Broodmother out. Clockwork maybe looking for a little bit of a backstab here. Collecting bounty runes. Gonna get an Invis rune up at the top spot as well. But MP 6 and 2 up against the 14 and 3 of Puck. Already having a very hard time in this lane, but with a good pushback and a good battery assault, they can maybe make something happen. Bebby holds the line. They see the charge coming through now. A little bit too late, and Sumail goes forward. The gust is good. The Cogs grabs them in, but the final right click already flew out onto the Drow Ranger, and now Bebby's sitting there thinking, well, I was in a good position. I really was, but Spirit Breaker, he's just too quick for me.
Thanks for the experience, Drow. But she comes back too fast. Match up top is definitely interesting though. And okay, he's not going for an early soul ring. I thought maybe that would be the case up against the Broods, but oh, maybe he'll still go backward actually after the helm. Just get that really early armor and HP regen, get the soul ring now for the spray, just to deal with the Broodmother, and then go back to the armor probably. But we'll see. Plenty of options here for him.
Definitely could be the plan. Also interesting to see whether he decides to upgrade his Culling Blade. We see that a lot from Alch players if they want to go back into the jungle to give one of their supports the safe lane to get level 6, like an AA, who honestly really does love that. Kiro taunting away, but he doesn't know that the Mad Cow's coming on through. Crit. Don't get in there with a couple of hits. The Orb of Venom and the Bash. Just Kiro back, but they don't have the kill power. Universe Not enough Spiderlings, not enough damage to kill off the Alk, who is incredibly tanky, like you said, with that helm, the armor, the HP regen, very, very strong. It's bottom lane, they potentially look for a go here, but they don't have Glimpse. It's a Thunder Strike and a Field from Disruptor, still sitting pretty at level 2. Gets to level 3 now, to decide where to put that third point into. The Radiant are outstripping everyone in CS in these lanes.
I can't say I'm particularly feeling this alpha technique in terms of the counter to the Bruno. It doesn't seem to work all too well. I mean, obviously, you know, you think things like, okay, but if Universe screws up, he's going to be rich as hell, which is true. I mean, there's no denying that. But it means Universe has to mess up pretty badly. There's no, if there was a support that would help this, it would be so much better. But they just don't have any, like, there's no support with the AoE ability. We're going to have to wait till Dubu can, like, Ice Blast him or something.
we got the bingo going again. I've got the overlay. I did it once at the very start of the stream, and now I'm doing it at the very end. Yeah, Courier Snipe coming through from Universe. One more hit, no more webs. Oh, we can't get it in time. Very close. Very, very close.
Now let's cut the wave a little bit. He can just manipulate the wave in so many places that once the acid spray goes down, he can just move it. Obviously a very static ability, and yeah, he'll go back to the Soul Ring now.
Hero's being punched back by crit.
He's so impossible to kill, though, at the very least. That is one good thing about this.
He goes away with
sitting on 15.2 with the Tango.
Spams the taunt away.
I think not.
I get a Spirit Breaker out of my lane.
Pretty much the last chance I had to kill him, too. He's almost level 6. Sentry and Observer placed down here. No Observer on the Broodmother, no Observer on crit. So they're going to have a good idea of what Universe is up to here. However, what can they really do about it? They're charging mid.
They shift the coil, ready to smell, but he's pushed back by the dogs. He has no mana left. Forced to use the stick, and now the coil lands. Let's trap Febby in an awkward position here. Can't stand the coil or else he'll die. Can't stand and fight with crit and Sumail. They are doing a lot of damage. The orb flies across, and that's a double kill for your partner. Jumps back to it, dodges the tower attacks. And a successful rotation in from crit. This Spirit Breaker really has been the bane of everyone's existence on this entire team. The Drow, Alchemist being, you know, not killed but shut out of, you know, maybe 10-15% of the farm that he should be getting. So he's being delayed in terms of the armor and the Radiance timing. And even Foreb is always very fearful of this happening. He's charged now. And because you have this PA, you can just jump in with level 6 available.
Oh,
the crits are ready.
The dust is there. There's no 6 on Weaver.
And that with a Tennessee field, Foreb just straight up dead. 6 charges alive for a second longer, but they're going to farm the Swarm now as well. More money for this Arteezy Phantom Assassin.
Dota was grown off the backs of RNG bashes and RNG crits. Time to return the favor here. And I will say that I think Dubu's been playing top pretty well by having this that Observer Sentry combo we talked about. Like, he's able to pull the wave to help his Alchemist for a moment, and then the second he sees Brood coming over this way, he just runs because he knows he can't be here. So although the Brood's obviously farming very well, I think it's surprising that he hasn't gotten a single kill yet. Like, it's an impressive feat from the Dire. It's not really on Universe, it's just they're not making those mistakes that players typically do against Broodmother, especially on heroes like Ancient Apparition that die instantaneously.
Yep.
One misstep and you're just dead on this hero. Like, he doesn't even have boots, he's a windlass.
Dubu has been very patient, but they know Chemical Rage is down for another 10 seconds. Do dive in behind the tier 1. Damage output looking good so far. 5 seconds until the ulti from Alka. Bounce comes through crit. Oh, they're going to get this in time. They are just there with the final hits in. Crit. Oh, but Venom apparently is the actual lethal damage that finishes off the Alchemist, interestingly enough. And you see Immortals, they're actually setting up for a kill on bot lane, but Arteezy reads the game. He's been told by his teammates to get the hell out of that bottom lane. Do not be there, Arteezy. Go to the jungle and farm with your Mask of Madness.
Speaking of no boots.
Dire's middle tower.
It's the Huskar here? Oh. No boots into the first time. I mean, it's not on Narumlet, but Mask of Madness.
You need boots when you have Mom. It was CTY that we saw do this the other day in the Chinese qualifier. He had a Magnus on his team. He didn't go for the Deso, the Vlad. He went Mom into, you know, big, hard-hitting items. As QO gets the bounce, he's being pushed around here. Again, ulti on cooldown for another 5 seconds. Not sure if they can kill him this time. Maybe with a bit of help from spear. They come in with their friends, the bash, the charge, and the kill. Didn't get his ulti up in time. That charge, perfect from Crit. Actually stops him in his tracks.
And look at our TZ mid. He's behind the tower. This is a support clockwork. Can't do anything.
So the Drow line up and go down 7-0, not finding any kills. Literally nothing on the board here for the Immortals. Hell comes to the bottom lane, looks for a bit of a trade there with Forever, but he just wants to keep this tier 1 as healthy as he possibly can. Because you're taking the one up at top, you've already taken mid, and Immortals, they're again losing traction. This map is just becoming closer, smaller and smaller, like the, I don't know, EG are freaking fishermen at this point. The net is closing, and Immortals, I don't know what kind of fish they are, but they're not small enough to slip through the cracks, slip through the holes.
And this is an Alchemist that needs that recovery farm. We all know how he wants to play. He wants to be in here farming. And he wants to be in here farming, but this area no longer belongs to the Dire, the Radiance, and they're looking to expand their territory. However, Crit might come at the cost of their expansion. Americans and their greedy manifest destiny. They just think they own everything. So he does go down.
Late stage capitalism at work right there.
The fake American Crit. The claimed American.
I mean, yeah, he really is. He was playing, you know, IXPL and FPL NA and stuff like
American.
that.
He's earned it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he played NA pubs and NA in-houses way more than he played EU. He is definitely an American.
A gift from the tempest of
by all
battle.
definitions. Now, RTZ.
Except for the legal ones.
Yeah, except for the legal ones, where it's denied entry into the country. Yeah, you're right there, actually. I forgot about that.
QO with their DZ looking for a save. Yeah, no, that's okay.
Of course they do.
There, no hell out of his ult. Like the vision, they just know everything about this guy. They got the NSA on. He tracks border control, understands the ulti of this Korean who's invaded NA Dota. Very border centric here.
God, dude. So where are the borders? Where does Immortal? Where do the Immortals?
Where do they live?
Where do they live? Where do they stay behind? Is it just like around here? You know, around
I'm not gonna finish that drawing, but that area. It was getting a little bit too phallic for my taste.
It was just a touch, yeah.
Dire's top tower is
charging onto Febby. He has hit level 6, so the hook shot's available. Crit looking to shut this down though. With the range
he hooks in the neutrals to try and lift it. It's not worth it. He tried to. Couldn't get it off. I saw the skill highlight.
Yep. Just can't get it done. Evil Geniuses 10-1. One death is Crit. He did dive in behind the tier 2 back here. But Zubu, not yet with the ulti. Rebecca charge in. There's the coil onto 3. This is going to be disaster for Immortals. Sumail, he wants it. He wants it. The coil snaps on the Zubu. The quick come through. MP dropping low and Spirit Breaker takes down Zubu. The Thunder Strike and an orb. Kill off the Drow Ranger. 13-1. Fear might get hook shotted, but no, the clockwork. That's Rocket's left and base is nowhere near. And in the meantime, RTZ just farming mid lane.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This could be a quick 2-0 here, Trent. Evil Geniuses, they look pretty on form against Immortals.
Yeah. They have indeed. They saw PPD's team starting to win, and they're like, all right, guys, we gotta turn it up here. Everyone's dragging our name through the mud.
Who lost
this PPD guy's better than us.
Who lost to Complexity the
Dire's
other day?
bottom
2-1.
tower
EG.
is under
That was EG, okay. I thought I was mistaken, it was the Dire, but yeah. I mean, that's
No, then the Dire beat them.
That's going to be another, chip on their shoulder, right? Losing to Complexity as Evil Geniuses.
I mean, that's an EG classic, though, right?
Yeah, but it gets worse every time. Every time you lose to Complexity, it's like, right, we're going to win next time. You know, the deep down feeling of hatred.
Hey, his ulti's up this time.
Oh, yeah. He does get it off. But in comes the sliders, in comes the bash, and in comes the hit from RTZ. Oh, dearie me. QO, what is he now? 0-4-0. 1,500 gold in the bank. Radiance is a pipe dream right now, and that pipe extends all the way from America to frickin' Russia at this point. Long, long way away.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Some male puck, DD, Blink, Veil, moving swiftly into the Yules. Bottom tier 1, they do not want the Immortals to have this for free, so they're going to shift their momentum down here with a charge forward from Crit.
Speedy, dude.
Looking for the run through. Hit 3. No, he hits 2 on the way through. Good hook shot, cancelled out for the damage. Still going to come out from Sumail. He can go to the orb in the front. Dream Call at the ready, hits on the 3. Now Sumail might be in a spot above, but stick charge. The Dream Call stands. Now he has another orb. He can draw himself away with a face shift. He does get a little bit of distance here as the Forever Reaver shakuchiing forward with a blink back. Gets Sumail.
stabbing from behind.
What?
The
You're right.
vision, that might give them a good glimpse here too.
Go
Be a
for
good
that.
target. They want the
He
grab.
wants MP, cuts the tree.
Oh, can get it.
Very nearly.
So they lose crit. Good hook shot then. You know, I saw there was a thread on the server the other day that was one sentence horror stories in Dota 2. And all I could think of was that thing we were saying the other day,
Dire's
buy
top
tome,
shrine is under
get level
attack.
2. That's basically what he do right now. Buy tome, and he would level 5. So I hope you guys aren't hoping for any ice blast anytime soon.
Dire's top
14 minutes in.
is under attack.
Storm. Now, he's gonna. That's another one to add to the tally here. It's an ancient stack which is meant to go to the alchemist. It's going to be taken down here little by little. Arteezy, he's rooted up and he's taking a fair amount of damage. I need to throw in some big spells. Where's Puck? Where are you, Samael? Oh, he's invis. He's hunting. Oh, look at this. Samael, you sneaky little devil. Who are you looking for? MP Drow? Triple Wraith. Oh, okay, yeah, triple Wraith Band Drow. There's a charge up onto QO though, and that's who they're actually aiming for. But no, they stop on the way. There's a little bit of a detour there as the taxi, the bus, whatever you want to call him, the Spirit Breaker. He charges. He wanted the Elk, but they found the Drow. Much simpler kill.
Haven't looked at Universe in a long time. He's just been up here, leading the last hits chart, leading the net worth, just barely.
Dire's
He's failed
middle
by 4
tower
right
is under
now.
attack.
Two of them kings of this one, with Alchemist struggling to topple RTZ for 3rd place.
Dire's middle tower has
You
fallen.
really need AA level 6.
Dire's
That is
top
like, I
shrine
feel
is
the
under
only way to
attack.
get back into this game is have Ice Blast. Then at least you can hook shot Cog, Ice Blast
like-
someone. But
He's got like 40 experience in the last 3 minutes.
yeah.
So I want to help this guy out, please.
I looked at him when he was top lane, and you were talking. Oh no, it was bottom lane when they were diving in, and he was level 4 then, and that was
Dire's
like 5
top
minutes.
shrine is
And
under
he's
attack.
still level 4. Feels really bad to be this AA. Forev does make a little escape away. Looks like Crit tried a bit of a go there onto him, but Immortals, they group up bottom lane. 3,500 gold now on his Alchemist, trying to get into that relic, Radiant. He found Crit, charge is there. Easy jumps in, the gun is good though. Forces him back, hook shot, not so good. Barely landed onto his Alchemist, that's a friend on enemy. Now he's gonna die and pay with his life. Alchemist TP's away. Is done. Is there a dream coil? There is, of course. Samael here with the timing, here with the plays, duo. He will also fall. The ulti will extend his. Oh, no, it won't. No, it really won't. It will not extend his longevity. That crit from Artur makes damn sure that QO sits down for 30 seconds, back in the fountain. And you know what's happening in the meantime while they're battling a bot lane. Universe is just humming a fancy little tune to himself as he takes down the tier 3 and looks for damage onto the rack. Both of them at about half health.
He's already taking the
Dire's
shrine,
bottom
man.
tower has
A
fallen.
gift from the Tempest of Battle.
Things are escalating quickly out of control here, and Samael continues to trend as level
Dire's
5.
bottom tower
goes
is
down.
under attack.
Getting closer.
He is nearing that level 6. Crit. Okay, you cancel that one. Don't go
Dire's
too far
bottom
into the
tower
space,
is
but with
under
a
attack.
3-pronged attack here, basically assaulting this dire base. They do need Arteezy to clear up this tier 2 tower, but with a Defo Mask of Madness, that's going to be easy work for him.
Denied.
Well, they've got every lane pushing in, so now there's nowhere for Alchemist to farm. He almost has enough money for his relic, but even that's not going to be enough at this point. Quadruple Wraith Band for MP on the Drow Ranger. Not just a triple, not just a double.
Radiant
I mean,
Triple
I think we all know what's replacing that branch.
Is it a Wraith Band?
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
I don't know. Do you have any choice? Maybe you just buy the Band of Elvenskin and hold out for your Dragonlance.
Dragonlance, yeah, maybe that is the play. Roshan's alive, hey. Aegis, no cheese. This game feels like it's gone on a lot longer than it
I was
actually
gonna
has.
say, you're like, Roshan's alive. I was like, what? Have I missed that much of this game? But
So I had to click him to make sure, you know, I went over to the Roshan as I was saying, and I'm like, right, click him as I finish my sentence, and I think, oh yeah, well, this is the first one. This is actually only just the Aegis. Hands over to the PA. Arteezy takes that. Arcane Rune, who wants this? Hello, Samael. Empty bottle. Don't mind if I do. Arcane Rune will fill that one up really nicely.
time to put this one to bed, I think.
Samael agrees.
Yeah. That one hero top. Oh, there we go. Did you see him kill those spiders? He's rich.
I mean, did you see PA dagger the out? Half of his HP in one dagger. Now here's an ice blast. There's Ultra. There's a couple of spells landing on the PA, but that's an 8-3-man Dream Core now arrives. First, landing the hit this Gecko Saber taking out the Drought. Oh, yeah, Immortals. I think it might just be time to agree. Or GG. Good luck next. That Evil Geniuses 2-0ing Immortals in what felt like less than an hour, and they progress through to the semi-finals. NA qualifiers here for ESL Hamburg.
That is a fast way to get knocked into the nation. Pretty ruthless elimination like that, but that's how she goes. Some days you're on, some days you're off, and some days you're that. So, EG swiftly batch Immortals. Oof.